Hi everyone, it's Dana. I'm so glad that you're here today. I'm really excited. Today we are going to make another super easy recipe. We are going to make better for you bagels. And the best part about these better for you bagels is that there are only two ingredients. That's right, two. So our first ingredient today is our self-rising flour. You're going to need 2 cups of this, but keep a little bit extra because I find that when I do the 2 cups, I tend to add more to make more of the doughy texture because if not, it gets very sticky. Your other ingredient is your non-fat Greek yogurt of your favorite choosing. I have Chobani with me today, but I use any kind, doesn't matter. Okay. You're also going to need your favorite bagel topping. I have my everything bagel here with me. It's super delicious. And I have an egg that I mixed up already in a bowl because you're going to need to do that if you want to add a topping. Put an egg wash on first, and then you sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. So let's get started. Make sure to preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and that can be heating up while you're getting your dough ready. All right, so we are going to take our flour and our yogurt. So I already have my yogurt here in the bowl waiting for me, and it's 2 cups. So don't really need more than 2 cups unless you want to make more. This makes about 6 large bagels. So you can make them smaller. It's totally up to you. I like them big, so if you get more. But now I'm going to do 2 cups. Like I said, you're probably going to need a little bit more than 2. So I just do 2 heaping cups of flour. Remember, it's not regular flour. It is self-rising flour. So just 2 big cups. I know usually in baking you have to be super precise when you're measuring, but with these I find it's okay if you just go for it. All right. So we're going to just mix and mix and mix. Just mix these up really good. And if you have a fork, sometimes that gets it going a little bit faster, but it does get a little messy, but that's okay. We don't mind getting messy here. It's fun. It's fun to get messy when you're baking. It makes it more of an experience, I think. So mix, mix, mix. You'll see it starting to form. Now, what the cool thing I think about this recipe is I've never felt a dough like this. So this dough feels so light and fluffy when you have it. Like it's like air. It's crazy, but it's very cool. So if you're gonna make this with your kids, it's definitely a fun one to make because it feels different than the hollow dough that we've made together before, which can be denser. This one is really fluffy. So you can see it's getting together and it starts to kind of crumble together and it gets a little sticky. So what you want to do, like I said, we're going to get messy. Take some of that flour and just sprinkle it on the table. And of course, our favorite part whenever we do anything with dough is we are going to just empty it out onto the countertop. And we're going to start kneading it. So good reminder if you're wearing any rings or anything to take them off. I took mine off, but I usually forget and then I have to clean them. So we're mixing, 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 really getting it all put together. And you can just, if you feel that you need more flour, go ahead and add. I think mine's a little sticky. I did put those heaping cups in, and you do want to see how it's stuck to my hands. I'm gonna just reach in my flour, put some more on top. Don't want it super gooey. Okay, you definitely want to add flour until it gets to a point where it's not just stuck on you. You don't want it, now you don't want it too dry because the whole point of bagels, I feel like, is that they're, not dried dough, like they're moist when you bake them. So the best part about this is that they really do come out that way, which is why I love this recipe so much. I'm just adding some more flour. It's because it really does make a difference, this yogurt, when we're doing it. So I think I'm in a place where the dough is in that in between of not too sticky. I'm just wiping it off of my hands because it gets stuck, and not too dry. You want to make that dough ball. What you're going to do now, have that ball, and I always have a towel handy because you want to just, it's going to be messy, but just wipe off the extra stuff, because you're going to need your hands not so sticky to make the bagel. So what I do is I take the spoon from before and I just section off the dough for how many bagels I want to make. It usually makes about 6. So let's see. 6 good sized bagels. Let's see how many I can get here. 3. Maybe get 5. 4. Nope. 6. Perfect. All right. So you have your 6 sections of dough. And what you want to do is grab a little bit more flour, because again, you're just going to sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Okay. And you're going to start to take these guys and you're going to start to form them into balls. Okay. So just take a little flour if you need it, and roll, 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 roll it up, roll it up, roll it up. Doesn't have to be perfect. Bagels are not perfect. They are delicious. So don't focus on getting this. Oh, I'm very sticky. Don't focus on doing this perfectly. Focus on making sure that you have 6 or 7 or 8, however many balls you decided. Some people like mini bagels, which are fun, especially for the kids. That way you don't toast it or eat it and then have a whole lot left over. So you can do that. But everyone in my house right now are adults and they love bagels. So we are going to make 6 good sized bagels. Has anyone seen Robin Hood Men in Tights with Mel Brooks? One of my favorite hidden gems in that movie is, if you listen carefully, you have Robin of Locksley and Miriam of Bagel. Lots of bagels. What else could you ask for? So you're going to now take these bagels and you're going to take your thumb, and I flatten it a little bit to spread them out. And then I take my thumb and I just push down. And then I kind of meet it in the middle with my other finger. And it's not going to be perfect, but then you have, once you've done that, you then have a hole in the middle of your bagel, and then just put it down. So I like to flatten them so that they get big. And you might want to put some flour. You can also just put a finger and go around and around and around and around and around. That works too. I always pick mine up because I want to make sure that that hole goes all the way through. So I'm going to take another one. I'm going to just, fun. You can like spin them on the table. Sometimes that works. Nice hole. Oh, my mom's home. Hi, Mom. Making bagels. The camera. Oh, the camera. Talking to the camera because it's recording. Well, we're making bagels. I hope it smells good. Hole, hole, hole. And my last one. That's a hole. So now that you have all of your bagels with holes in them, we are going to, I know it's messy. It's okay if you're messy. Grab that baking sheet, and I put parchment paper on my sheet, so it helps when they're baking. So what I do, and this is my own personal preference, I'll put an egg wash on them, on the tops and the bottoms, because we have a thing in my family where we like the bagel toppings on both sides. That is how we judge a bagel place. If there's toppings on both sides of that bagel, you are in a good place. So we just take those bagels and I wash them with my egg wash. So we did the holes in the bagel. And now we're doing the egg wash. So you'll see this one's a good one. So I made all the holes in my bagels, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to put them on my sheet, and I'm going to then sprinkle my favorite. So I'm gonna show you this one. I put it on, and then I'm gonna just like fly through the rest. And then I sprinkle, 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 and then I flip it over. If I can, it's a little bitty. So I'm actually gonna sprinkle them here on the table. Told you, I'm making a mess today. It's okay. My mom loves me, and I'm gonna clean her kitchen when I'm done. So it's all good. And then I put my bagels on. They don't sometimes all fit on a pan, and you can use 2 pans. Mine are big. I may move it to a second pan in a second, but I just want to show you. So now that's flipped over. I'm going to do a quick egg wash on the rest of them, just so that we can see. Oh, that's a lot of egg. And the trick is these are gonna go into the oven at 350, and they're gonna bake for about 23 minutes. I know that's a funny number, but it's the number that has been proven to work. And then once they look done, we're gonna turn the broiler on high for 2 minutes so that they can get golden brown on top. Okay, so sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. These are gonna be delicious. All right, so now these babies are going to go into the oven for 23 minutes on 350 and then broiled for 2 minutes at the end. So I'm popping them in. Now, the magic of the home baking studio is that I already did a batch. And so I want you to see what they look like when they come out of the oven. These, I think, look pretty good. Pretty delicious. I have my whole plate of them. So you just keep an eye on them, cook them for 23 minutes, 2 minutes of broiling at the end. And when they come out, they're nice and warm and hot, so be careful, but then you can eat them with your favorite topping. You know, my dad loves butter. He puts it on, melts all over. It's delicious. So enjoy. I hope that this recipe works for you guys. It's super simple. Feel free to play around with it. Depending on the yogurt you use, it might come out different, but it's easy and fun. So enjoy and have a great time eating your better for you bagels. Bye.